Let me tell you something. You're going to want to save this to your playlist because I'm about to drop some dimes on y'all. If you didn't know, now you're about to know. You can't stay around no toxic family, and you can't stay in the house with no toxic mom. I don't care if you are 14, 15, 16, and 17, 18, pray and ask God to make a way because you got to get up out of there. Now, of course, I know it's a little bit harder when you're underage, but I do believe in the power of Jesus Christ and the power of prayer. And if you pray, He will make a family member. He will make something available where you don't have to stay with that mom. I don't care if you got to go to cadet school, but once you get about 17, 18, I'm going to need you to join the Air Force, join the Army, go to college on financial aid. One thing I hate, even as a Trump supporter, is that he took away Job Corps because that did help a lot of urban youth, especially dealing with situations like this. I couldn't fathom having a toxic mom because my mom, I had a good mom. I had a saved mom. We know nobody's perfect, but I did have a very good mom, a wise mom, a saved mom. And even when she made mistakes, she came back, she apologized, she told me what she shouldn't do, da 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 da. But I had a loving mom that poured into me, not built tore me down. You're going to see in this next clip that I'm about to share with y'all, a mother actually shoots her son. We find out from her daughter that she's been like abusive. She's very toxic. She was trying to stab him before she actually shot him. I can't phantom this, but this is a warning that if you are one of these young ladies, young men in a house with a toxic mom, you need to pray, ask God, you need to make a way, especially if you like 16, 17, 18, honey, you old enough to get out there and find a way. If you got to start at a homeless shelter, if you got to go to a new state, if you got to join the Air Force and the Army because you make it work for you, it can be a blessing for you. You can be a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist, a supply specialist. If you work in the cafeteria, guess what? You got a roof over your head. You getting paid. You can come up. You can be an officer. You can go to officer cadet school. Don't let nobody tell you that you're working for the man and that they slavery when that is a come up for a lot of urban youth. Air Force, military, Army. I know because I was there. And though it didn't work out, it's not because it wasn't good. It was because of my personal situation. And God still had grace and mercy and turned it around because He sees and He knows all. But if y'all are in the house with toxic family where you got to fight and you cussing and they fighting you all the time, that can lead to death. If it's your cousin, your mama, your brother, you have to get out of those situations. It's not healthy. God didn't mean for us to be around toxic family. My mother said you can love family from a long-handed spoon because family can be the very ones that kill you sometimes. And if not physically, mentally, because they'll have you stressing out. My mother died before her time. And I was stressing her out over a pizza that last week. Mama, I want a pizza. And she didn't have all the money, but I was a good daughter. But let's just hop into the clip because y'all need to get out of these situations. You can't risk this thinking, oh, I'm 17, 18. I'll wait till I'm 21, even though she keep fighting you and they pulling knives or they with their boyfriend. Whatever the case is, you in a toxic situation with your mom. You got one of them moms that cuss you out, hate you, that's jealous and that tears you down. You need to get out. God will make a way. If you got to stay in a homeless shelter, if that was me, it wouldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. I don't care if I was 15, 16, 17. I'm leaving. God will make a way. I'm not going to let you kill me and I'm not going to risk hurting you, and I'm not going to be in a toxic environment because that's not a mom. That's a monster. That's a demon. And that's not a cousin, and that's not a brother or sister. If they're fighting and they're cussing and it's so much toxicity, you need to get out. Stop taking your life for granted because family will be the very ones that kill you. Let's share the screen and let's get into it. Mom realizes she killed her 21-year-old son. I don't care how mad you get at your children. Even though they always telling us, oh, I brought you in this world, take you out. We know that they don't do that. The first thing they're going to do is knock you out, but they're not finna take you out.
And create a life that's worthy of it.
You protect the
I'm in my car. I stopped in the red one.
Red car? Okay, step over
there. February 19th, 2024. Watch a family argument move outside, where a single shot takes a son's life.
Send in the medic. What's it?
I'm with Mom. I was in my car. I stopped in
Where at? Car?
The red one.
Red car? Okay, step over there.
How mad you gotta be to shoot your own son and kill your own son?
Go over there with your mom. Go inside.
And from the sounds of it, it's not what y'all thinking. He wasn't trying to hurt her. He's a monster. You gotta watch.
I got one down out in front. The mom's out here with me. I got several people inside the apartment. You okay, boss?
right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance.
Commercial break. So it says lured by authorities because it's his deceased body on the ground outside the apartment where his mom's car.
No, he's not.
But it's gonna come back in a few minutes. The picture.
Hey, the mom's over there. Scare her. Lady in a gray t-shirt. That's mom. Go ahead and scare her. No, gray t-shirt. 40-some-year-old lady. You see?
So this is nothing wrong with the screen. They just got it
Mom,
blurred.
walk it right there.
They're gonna unblur it in a minute.
That's fine. That's mom. Somebody over there. I'm not cleared the apartment upstairs yet. Nobody's else upstairs? Okay. Mom supposedly shot son. Apparently this is sisters or relatives here. They're coming down to us.
He was laying there asleep.
Up in his left shoulder.
Wait till y'all hear the story on this one. It's gonna blow your
Jahan
mind.
Hughes is his name. I don't know how old he is.
He's 21.
Only person we know right now. Yeah, it's upper right shoulder. It's high in the shoulder right here going that way. Only victim we know of right here. Suspect. Okay. I got the pair. I'll do the horse. Yep.
Medical attention. You don't need it. You might have a pocket knife on you. Right here?
Yeah. I don't know where.
Got it. Anything else on you?
No.
Alright, have a seat. Watch your head down there. Watch your head, watch your head. Okay, sit down. She's got oil on her. Is it hot oil?
No.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna put this in your car.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you get me out? Can you get me out of there? I need to throw up.
Okay, 1 second.
Please. Please, God. Please, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I hated this part because what kind of monster is she that she killed her
Oh,
own
God.
child?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Get some air.
God, please, God. Oh, God.
No, don't call on him. You should have called on him before taking your son's life. And her son wasn't even trying to hurt her. Her son was trying to get away from her.
One thing.
Wait till y'all hear the story. This is what's gonna throw you.
Oh.
Lady's a whole demon.
Oh.
Alright, what is your first name?
Look,
Too bad she was not crying her face.
look, Marjorie.
Sorry, but I don't crack
They kill you.
Q-U-A-N-D-R-A?
Yes.
I don't even know what happened. So
I came home from work. I own a business, and my son drove my car today. I asked him where he take my car to, because I got my car fixed this weekend, and he wouldn't answer me. And I said, I said, Jahan, I'm talking to you. He wouldn't answer me, and he don't like my face.
Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna let it play after this. But y'all saw how in that last story I told y'all the young lady killed the manager at McDonald's because she had an attitude. Now you hear this dumb mama, this dumb excuse for a mom talking about he didn't answer her, he had her car, whatever the case may be. That's not a reason to shoot your son. And you're gonna find out he didn't answer her because they're gonna say she's very toxic. She starts yelling, she starts hitting and beating up. And this time she was trying to beat him, and he's 21. He's like, you're not gonna keep hitting me. She got a knife. The daughter's gonna explain it. She trying to stab him. She finally go downstairs, and the sister locked her out because he's like, mom is literally, she went to get her gun. She locked the mom out, and she told her brother not to go. The brother goes downstairs and she shoots the brother while he's getting his stuff to leave the situation, to leave because his mom's too toxic. Everything that happens, and you hear in her story, she talking about, oh, he was trying to hit me, oh, didn't answer me. These same excuses we hear from black people like this are people like that have anger management, that have demons in them, and feel like you have a right to take your own child's life, a McDonald's worker's life, because they didn't answer you, because they didn't have attitude, because they wanted to ignore you, because you're too toxic. these lame excuses they use, and somehow it ended to you pulling the trigger on your own son. Make it make sense. That's right, it doesn't. So let's get back into it.
I'm gonna kill you and your boyfriend. We were fighting in my living room.
I don't believe it at all.
Me. And then I have a gun. He has a gun of mine too. Like, we always get into it. Like, I don't believe this is happening. Like, I can't even cry. That's my child. Like, you don't know. God have mercy, man.
I have a gun. He have a gun too. Get out. That's toxic.
My whole life. I raised him and took care of my
You
kids.
crying and you took his life. You're not a.
And we even go down.
So that's your son?
Yes.
Okay. How old is he? I'm just curious.
He's 21.
He's 21.
He's dead now because of you.
What was her name?
Her name is LaQuandra.
Your name?
My name is Maya.
Maya?
Yes.
Make sure this is
She came from
What was your last name?
Hughes.
Now she gonna tell the story. Yeah, real good because she gonna tell the truth. This the
I
sister.
need you.
She's 1 year younger.
Yes, he is.
She trying to tell her daddy.
I need you, Dad. Yes, I see him. He was on the floor. He was breathless. No, they shot him in the chest. No, this is bro. She's in the police car. She's in the car in front of me. But let's let her say that because she shot him, bro.
Open concept floor plans with up to 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,659 square feet, provide plenty of space for growing families. With Highway 75 nearby, it's easy to get around town and beyond. Enjoy a close-knit community and start building memories at Rolling Ridge.
Hold on 1 second. I'm Detective Zimmerman, Detective Paulson. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
And what happened today?
So I was in my room when everything was happening at first until it started getting bad. My sister started screaming my name. So I was like halfway going to sleep and I just heard my mom coming in the house screaming like about her car. And my brother, I had just wrecked my car, so my brother been driving us to school in her car because he didn't drive his car.
Mm-hmm.
So he drove her car earlier. And she came back in the house like, Jahad, what's wrong with my car? What's wrong with her car? Because she just be like kind of crazy.
She have like diagnosed issue?
No, it's not diagnosed, but it needs to be.
Okay.
So, she came in the house and she was yelling at him. And Jahad
What's his name again?
His name is Jahad. Jahaad.
His name was. He is no more.
So she's yelling at him. How old is he?
He's 21.
21.
Yeah. So she came in the house and she was yelling at him and he wasn't responding to her because when my mom get to yelling at us, like, we don't respond because if we start yelling back, she's gonna escalate because she has a real record of like us. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So like we just don't respond to her when she yelling. Like we wait to her to stop yelling when it escalates and then talk. So Jahad wasn't responding at all. So she started trying to take his I guess she was trying to take his AirPods out of his ear. Well, that's what he told me because I wasn't in there for that. But I asked her after I asked him like what happened outside. Hold on, let me get to it. But I asked him what happened. She was trying to take his AirPods out of his ear and he wasn't letting her and she started trying to hit him. Mm-hmm. So that's when it escalated in the kitchen. Then she had got the knife because I was like pinning her down like him. And you know, she was getting mad because he was blocking her hits. So she had grabbed the knife and she was so we trying to get the knife away from her.
She's trying to stab her own.
Yeah. So we were trying to get the knife away from her. She was trying to stab him. So my brother kept telling me to like get back. And yeah, Jahad was the one.
So she's mad because he took her car and she wanted to yell at him like, why you had the car this long or something like that is what it sounded like. He's ignoring her because she's being toxic again. She finna start yelling and screaming and hitting him, and he's too grown for that. He's tired of that. He done dealt with that his whole life from his toxic mom. I understand mom's getting upset and knocking us out, but it's a difference between getting upset and being an abusive, toxic, deranged in the head parent that's miserable and takes it out on your kids, and that's what she is. So how do you go from you being mad because your son is ignoring you and having ear pods? You could just be like, hey boy, you hear me talking to you, to shooting, to trying to stab him at this point in the kitchen, trying to stab him. And she gonna say how she kept moving things away. She threw a candle at him. She kept trying to stab him. And at this point, he trying to save his own sister's life because his mom done went from trying to get his ear pods out of his hair, mad because the car is late, to trying to stab her own son. Like, how do you go from, like, these are two different frequencies. This is a deranged woman. It's toxic. And this is why I'm saying when you're in a household like this, you can't take chances. You got to get away. I don't even care if you're younger. God will make a way. You got to say, Lord, lead me to where I need to be. Go to college. Go join the army. Ask God to let you stay with a family member. Stay with a friend. If you got to stay at home, because what will happen is something like this. It's just not healthy. Or you might snap in the other way around. And either way, it's healthy for you. So get out. Let's finish it.
Shot. So, like, he took back, so I sat back, and after he got the knife away from her, she was trying to grab more stuff, but I ended up grabbing the knife, because we have the knife, multiple knives up in that stand thing. So she was trying to grab that, so I grabbed it, and she was trying to grab our little coffee holder to throw it at him, but I grabbed that too. So she was trying to,
just
after he had ended up getting the knife away from her, she was still, like, trying to punch him and stuff like that, so he ended up slamming her on the floor and, like, pinning her to the ground so she can stop. And afterwards, after he was pinning her down, he was just telling her, like, I'm not a little boy, you're not going to keep putting your hands on me. And then after he had ended up letting her get up, so she went downstairs to grab her gun, and I didn't let her, she was walking back upstairs, but I didn't let her come upstairs. I locked her outside.
She trying to shoot.
So she came outside to get her gun?
She went outside, and that red car, that's her car.
Okay.
And she went to go grab her gun, and then she was walking upstairs, but I wasn't going to let her shoot him. So I locked the door from her, and I locked her outside.
You said I wasn't going to let her shoot him.
Hold on, but I locked her outside, and she was screaming, like, she was just trying to get in the house, like, give me my phone or give me my keys, but she already had her keys. So I just wasn't letting her in the house. So Jihad, the reason why he ended up outside, because he was trying to leave. Do you see his bags over there? His bags are probably on the floor.
Where at?
Over there where she shot him.
Okay.
The red car all the way at the back between the house. Yeah. So Jihad was trying to get his stuff to leave. Like, he wasn't even trying to go do nothing. He was leaving. So he had his bags and everything. And I was telling him not to go outside, but he didn't think. Of course, nobody gonna think their mom is about to shoot them. So he went downstairs anyways as he was trying to leave. And when he went outside, I heard the gunshot. He was like, ah, and then I seen him from the balcony on the floor.
What kind of mom is that?
And she was trying
see him get shot?
No, I heard it.
You just heard it?
And I went out to the balcony, like, I was by the door when I heard the gunshot, because I was still holding. So when I heard the gunshot, I ran to the balcony, and I see him on the floor. And she was like trying to.
Are you on the end balcony here?
The balcony, yeah, right there with the two chairs. Yeah.
So you ran out there and you saw.
I saw him on the floor, and she was trying to help him on the ground.
The concrete.
The pavement.
Where was he exactly?
Do you want me to get out?
Well, just kind of tell me, like, straight
in front of those two cars right there at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was trying to help him and stuff, like, I don't know what she was trying to. She looked trying to help him, even though.
Imagine how evil your mom.
What? So let me set the scene. You're lounging on the couch.
Imagine how evil your mom had to be, where you have her and you got to say next to the cop. You have to say, imagine how evil your mom must be that you have to say to the cops that I wasn't gonna let her shoot him, and her is his mom, and that's your brother. I had to lock her out. I told him that I wasn't gonna let her shoot him. She knew how evil her mom was. That's why she was warning her brother not to go out there. But if you know you live in a situation where the mom is like this and it's a toxic, you should not risk your life. That's not good for your health, your sanity. Situations can happen like this that could have been involved if you just left this toxic. Y'all can't stay around no toxic moms, young ladies. Go to a homeless shelter, join the army, join the Air Force, go to college, use your financial aid, get out. Get out. Save your life. He's dead. He can't.
Take a seat
He
back
was
there.
leaving and she killed him. That's an abuser. That's like a domestic violence relationship. He's trying to get away and she killed him.
Something in that as well. Just the fifth. No. Okay. Thanks for hanging around. Oh, no problem. You got stuff. That's all right. That's
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Look at this life. Do y'all know anything about my son?
No, we don't know anything, unfortunately.
To shoot your son and be so mad that you had to end his life just because he came outside, and then to turn around and be like, do you know anything about my son is wild. That's not your son. You a demon.
Oh.
You was his worst nightmare.
Robinson, turn the car back on.
His mama was the enemy. In the house. Same household. You can't be fooled. Just because they supposed to be related to your mom or your brother, your sister, your cousin. These same people will take your life. You can't stay around toxic family. You gotta get out. God will make a way. Get out. I'm warning y'all, get out. It ain't worth your life. Even if they getting beat up by a man and that man can kill you, your mama and you. Get out. If that's what they choose, that's what they choose. Get out. You never know what was going on. They will choose that man over you every time. Get out. That's their choice.
We're going to read you your rights. Have you ever had rights to give No, okay. Well, we'll go over it slowly to make sure you understand them all. We'll ask a couple of goofy questions at the beginning of it. So just bear with us. I'm going to give you this so you can follow along with us. Can you tell me what happened?
So I was leaving. I came home early in between my two clients, and Jai used my car, and I asked him where he took my car at, because he took my car to like a shop and left it there. And I said, well, did you leave? How long did you leave it there? And what did they do? My car's not riding away. I just got my car fixed. So he wouldn't answer me. So I walked back to the room, and I went back into the living room where he was at. He got up to like grab his stuff. And I said, I'm talking to you, answer me. And so I threw a glass, but it went over to his head like a candle. But it went over his head, it didn't touch him. And then he got me up and threw me in the living room, which was something he never, ever, ever done. And we have had arguments, but he never, ever put his hands on me, ever.
Two sides to every story, and I feel like
I was trying to get him off of me. I was getting a knife because I know, like, he's stronger than I am, way stronger than I know. And I didn't post like I shouldn't.
I just feel like she's a toxic mom.
Well, I will tell you, unfortunately, your son did not make it.
Oh.
And I'm so sorry.
What?
They worked on him for
What?
at
You
least
can't even cry.
close to an
Look how
hour.
fake this is. Ooh, what? Trying
That he
to
didn't survive
cry,
injury.
trying to find a tear.
You can take me. I don't deserve that. He didn't either.
I don't deserve
No.
that. She killed her own son, and the first thing she said was, I don't deserve that. That's crazy. That show you what type of mom he had. None.
Yeah, I know the pressures, and I feel like that's what happened to me. I feel like you just snapped because you just got so angry.
And everything, no, y'all. What? Y'all said he gone for real, my son? Oh, no.
You pointed the gun at him and pulled the trigger. You was trying to stab him in the kidney. She's surprised. You was trying to kill him.
And I kind of figured something was going on. When they talked to me while I was out, I'm like, tell me what's going on.
She did not tell me what's going on, and she pointed a gun and killed
I
her.
did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that.
That's
I did
toxic.
not mean to do that.
The point of gun at your own son while he trying to leave and then say, I didn't mean to do that after you find out he dead, that's toxic. This is what I'm talking about. My mama grew up in an abusive relationship. Let me finish it, then I'll give y'all my 2 cents and we can end it.
Oh God. Oh. So, Jesus have mercy on me. Forgive me.
She was later charged with second-degree aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, using a firearm during a felony. For more cases like this, hit subscribe.
Okay, so um the reason why I know that these women in most of the time in domestic violence relationships that put their kids at risk, their kids can get raped. They put their kids at risk of getting killed by the men that's gonna turn around and kill them and kill their children. I saw one case where the man snapped. She kept sleeping with this man, letting him in, and he killed the son. Then he killed her, and she was tell why he made her and the mother. He made the mother and the sister watch while he was stabbing the 10-year-old son that just was coming weekend. He didn't get along with the boyfriend. These same people would choose you over these men, and these men will turn around, and if these women choose to stay with them, they will kill the woman and you, the child. You could be 20, 30 visiting. If you sense that you don't like him and your mom is choosing to stay there, stay away, get out. That's her choice. You can't free them if they don't want to be free. I know this because my mother grew up in an abusive relationship. Her mother was in an abusive relationship with my uncle's father, and she watched her mother get beat up from a little girl on up, and it traumatized her, and she didn't tell nobody but me. And she said as she was in her 40s that the doctor said, you know, there's a lump of something in your stomach, and it's just some trauma you have, and it's been there for years. And she said she knew exactly what it was, and the only one she told was me. And my grandma had the nerve for years to be arguing with her, talking about, you never forgave me. And she was like, you never forgave yourself. I've been done forgave you. I've been done moved on. And my mom always told me, you know, she spent so much of her life with that man that she missed out on her going to college and all that. So years later, she'd be like, oh, so you went to this school? And she was like, no, I went to Grambling. No, I went to Crowd. She was like, you don't know because you weren't there. Or she would, you know, she would tell me she don't know because she spent so much time with Willie. But I just want to say, y'all, if you have a toxic parent, so I'm just not talking out my tail. I've never experienced it. I grew up in a saved mother house. My mother was saved, but she experienced and she told me about all the trauma, how she was a little girl. She'd go over her cousin's house and she could not be a little girl. She couldn't relax because she always had to wonder, is he beating up on my mama? How they would just be watching TV and Billy D. Williams would come across the TV in the 70s and 80s, or a handsome man, and then all of a sudden he'll start beating up on my grandma. And then she would got in between one time and got a black eye and had to go to school, and everybody knew it was because Willie was beating up on her mama. But they let her have the shades on, like they knew what was going on, but she never had nobody to like pour into. But at the same time, people knew, like they knew, but the only one she opened up to was me. And then she said her first boyfriend, who was really no good at that time. But if you have toxic parents, and if you're a daughter or son, if you have toxic family, if they fighting, you got to cuss, y'all got weapons, and y'all talking about killing each other, or y'all, if it's just so toxic, you have to leave. You can't risk that. Get in church, give your life to Jesus, join the army, join the military, go to college. If you got to go to a teenage shelter and start over, trust me, God will make a way. I know because I've been homeless 3 times. I was homeless with my mom at the end, and God delivered us. Then I was homeless again. And then they wrongfully put me out the army, and I was homeless again, sleeping at the airport, sleeping outside 3 times. So I'm not just talking. But what I would not do, I already don't trust females. So if I had a toxic mom, I would not have stayed. 14, 15, I would have been probably already probably doing the wrong thing, but I would not have stayed. I'm not finna stay with somebody that's not there for me. If you're not gonna pour in and you're not gonna love me, I'm not. If you supposed to be a cousin and it's toxic and we fighting and fussing and I feel like it's some energy, like you don't like me, like I can feel a demonic, you gotta have a discerning spirit. You can tell when somebody don't like you, even when it's family, and your family will often be the one that killed people and have you on first 48 and then show up at your funeral as your palm bearer, show up sitting in the aisles, and these are the same people that killed you. And it sounds like a story from my teenage years from over there in Oak Cliff, and it happened, and they said his own cousins killed this young man. And it's sad because I be thinking back, and I think I seen the young man, they set him up on prom night. took off all his clothes, ran them over, and like, I was hearing that it was his own family that did it to him. So y'all got to stay away from toxic family. You got to have a discerning spirit. Give your life to Jesus. Get out. Join the Army and the Air Force. Make it work for you, because you can go in with a low GT score, work in the cafeteria, and work your way up to being an officer. You can go in as a supply specialist, HR specialist, and go to cadet school, officer cadet school, and be an officer and make money. You can go in as a private and go get you a car a year or two later. You can go in with nothing from the scums and be somebody. Go to college. Go to these HBCUs down here in East Texas that will come pick you up. Miss Dr. Pruitt came and picked me up at Jarvis Christian College. They want to see young Black urban youth, young Hispanics, young whites. They don't even care. They want to see you make it, but they have a heart for urban youth. And at that time, Job Corps was there. And I wasn't with Job Corps, but a lot were. And it was a blessing if they used it right. So please, y'all, get out of toxic households. If it's your mom, if you're 16 or 17, you got to ask God to make a way, because you might lose your life. And it's detrimental to your health. It's traumatizing for a young woman, and her mama jealous of her, and instead of building her up, she steady cussing you out, talking about be here and get out my house, give me this, pay this bill, da 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 da. You can't operate like that mentally. It's not healthy. And even as a young man, even if it's a cousin, a family, stay away from toxic family. Get out and go join the forces. Get a job. If you got to start over in a shelter, do what you have to do, but get out, because it might just save your life. It's not worth the risk. That's all I have to say. God bless. Get out, y'all. Save yourself.